Welcome back to the Cricket Today show for the Australia vs India ODI series preview. I'm your host, Leo Mullaly. I'm not Liam McAllion. He's in New Zealand, but of course I'm joined by Marcus Bazzano.
What's going on here? Where is Liam?
Where is he? I think he's off
He's in New
with the
Zealand.
sheep in New Zealand with his lovely partner.
He's gone back home to the, what do they call it? The Shire?
The motherland.
Yeah, back where all the hobbits live because he's a little short king.
He is a little short king. We love him though. But look, Marcus, if you like what Marcus does, you should check out his stuff on odds.com.au because he cooks up some nice articles. And I'm sure in the next month or so when the Ashes starts that there'll be plenty of cricket stuff there.
There will be plenty of cricket stuff and who knows, maybe some articles that Liam might write might be up there as well. I didn't even have to ask you to do that and shout me out like that.
It's in the run sheet, of course.
Oh, okay, so it's already written in the run sheet. That's
Yeah,
why you read it out.
No, but of course, we've got to show you some love.
Appreciate it.
Now, look, today we've got a massive show. It's really the start of the summer of cricket here in Australia. We've got an ODI series preview against India, which is going to be awesome. We're going to go through our predictions for the game as well as looking at the squads as well. So, tune in for that because I think it'll be a good one.
Yeah, well, there's actually already been cricket played in Australia, somewhat like Australian cricket.
Domestic cricket, you mean?
No, like Australia have played in some internationals.
Oh, you mean like in August?
Which has been... Yeah, which is like 2020.
Still counts.
No one remembers it. So
yes, I don't.
But apparently, this Australia-India series should be very good, and they're going to be big crowds as well. I think there's a sellout for the 2020 series. The 2020 game at the MCG, I believe, is already pretty much exhausted. Yeah. So,
well, it's a huge rivalry, and like people always get around it, even if you don't support either side or from either country. But before we get into it, we got to shout out the Apple Podcast, Spotify, YouTube. We're everywhere. Wherever you get your podcast or your show, just give us a watch, give us a like.
Yeah, we're trying to hit 4K subscribers
before the start of the Ashes.
Oh, we could do that easily.
We could do that.
We only need
Tell your friends
70 more. So
70 more.
I don't have 70 friends, so I don't know 70 people. So
you do. Just get your hinge matches. Sorry, mate. Sorry. No, I apologise. Now, look, we're also all across the socials at Cricket Today AU. So TikTok, X, Facebook, Instagram. Get around us on there. Let's get into it, Marcus.
Let's do it. Let's have a look at the squads, shall we?
Yeah, let's do it. We'll start with Australia's squad. I'll read it out. I'm just going to ramble some names off, and I just want to give you
It's a weird squad, isn't it?
It's a weird squad. So let's go through. We've got Mitch Marsh as captain, Xavier Bartlett, Alex Carey, Cooper Connolly, Ben Dorshus, Nathan Ellis, Cam Green, Josh Hazlewood, your man, Travis Head, Matt Kuhneman, Mitch Owen, Josh Philippi, Matt Renshaw, Matt Short, and Mitch Stark.
Yeah.
What do you think, Marcus?
I think it's interesting. Look, we've gone with somewhat of these names for the ODIs recently. We've actually improved in ODI rankings. We're up to the 3rd overall in the ICC rankings, whereas we were normally a little bit lower in those, but in saying that India are number 1 in the ICC rankings. But in terms of this Australia squad, I'm just a little bit confused. Obviously, he's just going to get some bowling into a couple of these bowlers like the Hazelwood, Stark for the Ashes. It wouldn't be surprised if you see Travis Head bowl a little bit as well if he has to bowl some spin.
Don't mind that.
Some part-time spin in the 4th or 5th test of the Ashes when, we get to those sort of pitches where
he might be called upon.
As long as Sydney doesn't get rained out. But in saying that, I think the batting lineup is going to be one to keep an eye on here. I think it's going to be very
nervous with this batting lineup?
I'm very nervous.
Very nervous. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to predictions later, but...
Do you think, just on the batting lineup, they've obviously brought in Matt Renshaw, who has a really good ODI career at domestic level, but does it feel like an audition for him? Like, is he the man that might open for the Ashes based on how he performs in this series?
100%. I think they've brought him in here. He's in decent nick as well. He's in good form, and I think they've trialed everything.
Yep.
And they're just going to keep trialing stuff for the Ashes, and I wouldn't be surprised. Actually 100%. He will be opening this ODI series. I'm not sure who with because looking at it now,
Head.
You think Head? Well, I thought.
Head.
And where would you put Matt Short then?
Well, I think it's between Matt Short and Matt Renshaw for that opening spot.
So you don't think if Renshaw plays, Matt Short won't get a game?
Yeah, because I think Matt Short's strength is at the top of the order. I think you've got plenty of hitters that can come in late, like your Mitch Owens, Cooper Connolly if they want to back him in. Alex Carey's another one who can bat sort of that 5 role.
Yeah.
So I think that opening spot is down to those two. Look, they got 3 games, so you can chop and change.
You can chop and change a little bit, but I think if they want to give Renshaw like a fair income crack,
yeah,
they'll play him in all 3.
Yeah.
see how he goes against this Indian bowling lineup, which is pretty familiar.
Pretty stacked.
That came over for the Australian Test series.
Yep.
When they played here last time. So, but who would be your top 5, 6
for the Aussies?
For the Aussies.
Well, firstly, it just feels weird to me that we're using an ODI series to audition Renshaw.
Yes, I agree.
Just feels strange. I don't think that's the right prep.
I think like we feel Marnus has been in great form, and we've been big advocates of possibly not having Marnus in the Ashes.
We've been off him.
Starting 11,
time.
maybe in the squad, but not in the starting team. But like he's been in really good form, and he's going to keep playing just domestic cricket because he wasn't announced in this ODI squad.
Yeah.
Did they miss the trick there if they're auditioning Renshaw? Should they have just let him play domestic cricket? I think they probably should have.
Well, I mean, yeah, it depends how you look at it because you can audition in domestic cricket, like as you said with Marnus. So it is a bit of a strange one. I feel like they'd take in Marnus's form in domestic cricket and Renshaw's form in this equally going into the Ashes.
Yeah, okay. But who would you pick? I want to know who you... If you had to...
now?
Yeah. Gun to the head. You had to pick between Marnus and
if I'm
Renshaw.
Just picking between them.
Just between the two. One of them has to play.
I'm going Renshaw. We've been down the well with Marnus.
Have we been down the well with Renshaw? We've been lowered down into the depths of exactly. You know, how lower can we get?
What do you mean lower?
Six
Put some
years
respect
ago.
on his name, and that's why I don't have him opening here.
I'm actually agreeing with you though. Jake Weatherald would
Sneaky shout.
Yeah,
sneaky shout.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. But back to this game, I think I'm actually going to go with Matt Shorten head up top. I think left-right combination because Renshaw's obviously left-handed like Travis Head.
Yep.
I would go at 3. I'd go Mitch Marsh.
Agreed.
4 Green, 5 Carey. That's my top 5.
4 Green, 5 Carey.
And we also should point out that Inglis and Zampa as well have been ruled out with injury. So I think Inglis would have taken that number 4 or 5 spot.
Yeah.
But Carey, I think, takes that now.
And I think Inglis is the natural Carey replacement. Probably for all formats, really.
You think long-term test for Inglis?
Yeah, I think I'm a big fan of Inglis. I think he's a great keeper, and he's a very good bat as well.
Yeah, not bad. Should we get on to India?
Let's do it.
So India's squad, and this is a bloody stacked team.
When are they have some of the best pool, like talent pool to choose from, and like obviously there's a big Indian community here in Australia. And they're just going to love seeing these guys out on display.
Even their B team is still pretty stacked, but this is definitely their A team. I'll roll through it. Shubman Gill captaining the side. Rohit Sharma, Virat Kohli. 2 experienced guys there to sort of, I guess,
did struggle.
Take the burden off Gill.
I know, but they did struggle when they came here for the Test series. I know it's a different time, different format, but it'll be interesting to see if they can play themselves back into a little bit of form.
Yeah. You've also got Shreyas Iyer, Axar Patel, your man, KL Rahul.
I love a bit of KL Rahul.
Won't shut up about him. Nitish Kumar Reddy, Washington Sundar, Kuldeep Yadav, Harshit Rana, Mohammad Siraj, Arshdeep Singh, Krishna, excuse the pronunciation, Jurel,
your man Jurel? Yeah, I was trying to remember if he was one of the stats guys.
And JSL as well.
Yeah,
pretty good team.
That is a very good team.
And of course, this India side, they're straight off winning the Asia Cup. I know that's T20, this is ODI, but bringing in that winning form, they pretty much rolled through every team there pretty comfortably in the end.
Yeah, the only thing I'm also worried about is because they're just coming off playing a Test match against the West Indies.
Yep.
Obviously there was a bit of a obviously rotated side a little bit, but
sore bodies
and travel will come into it. Like I was at the airport on Monday night
at Adelaide, which is not that far from here.
Yeah, but I was at the airport on Monday night and I was watching at the airport. I was watching at the airport bar live India versus West Indies.
And 6 days later they're playing.
And 6 days later they're coming to Australia. So which could be a little bit of concern for travel. It
could be a good thing though. Like they're fresh playing cricket where Australia have had a bit more of a break. Like India might be ready to hit them hard that first test. But then the later tests, as Australia find their groove, India might be a bit sorer.
Do you think that, like, obviously in sports, everyone talks about travel, or like we got to travel and then we play 3 days later, blah, blah, blah. How big, like, do you think that's a big...
Yeah, I think it is.
Possibly in Australia.
Especially with cricket when you're flying, like, different countries. Like India going from one country to another and they've got to back it up.
Like, they probably haven't seen their families.
No, they probably haven't. Like, mentally it would get to you. You have to get through an ODI series. You have to get through a T20 series, days in between where you're probably have what, one rest day in between the series, because one day you'd have to train.
Yep.
You'd have to think about what you're eating. Obviously, that's no matter where you play, but
Yeah,
it would get to you, and it would be tough to travel.
100%. But who would be the most important player in this Indian lineup for you? Because is it with the bat? Because there's a lot of experience and a lot of runs there.
Oh, I think I'm going to give you two. I think it's who you mentioned earlier. I think it's Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli. I think we saw both of them. Yep. I think their bowling. We saw what they did when they came last summer. It was mainly Bumrah that was the threat, but I still think in the shorter format, they've got more than capable bowlers of causing our batting, particularly, some really big issues.
Yep.
So I think it's with the bat. I think you know what you get from Gill. Shreyas Iyer is a great ODI competitor. Reddy and Rahul as well. You know what you get from them. I would love to see Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli after sort of the disappointing end to the summer that they had last year. I know Kohli made a century in the first test, but then trailed off. Sharma was just poor for all of it, wasn't he?
Who would you rather have in this ODI batting lineup for Australia? If you could take one of them,
it's got to be Kohli.
Sharma or Kohli?
I think Kohli. Yeah, I think he's the king. He's the king. You got to take Kohli. But what a team for India. And should we go into our predictions for this?
Should be a good series. Three game series.
3-game series. We'll go through our series prediction, our first ODI prediction, our best batter for whether you want ODI for the whole series. I'll let you decide, Marcus.
I'm going to do the whole series.
So I'm going to do the same as well. My series prediction, and then I'll get to yours. I'm going India 2-1.
I like it. I'm also going to go with India 2-1.
India 2-1. So which ODI do you think Australia win? Is it this one?
I think Australia win this one.
Okay.
The first one. Well, like I did mention, obviously, just before about the travel.
Yeah.
And obviously they've played a lot of cricket, so they might be a bit sore, they might be a bit tired, and adding travel into the mix. And I just think Australia, they've played a decent amount of short format cricket as well. I know India have just come off the Asia Cup.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if Australia are going to win one of those games, it would be the first one.
Yeah, don't mind that. I'm going India in this one. I think I'm looking the other way. I just think I know the travel.
You think it'll work in their favour?
I think the fact that they're a bit more conditioned with playing cricket will work in their favour. And I think if Australia snag one, it'll be either the second or the third, where maybe they're a bit more match conditioned.
So I think it's Adelaide and Sydney. The second and third,
yep,
and then this one's in Perth.
This one's in Perth. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So who's your best batter in this one?
Because India did smash Australia in Perth for the Test series.
They demolished us.
But overall, best batter for the series. I'm going to go a bit rogue. I did have Travis Head written in there because I know he loves a one-day game against India, or he just loves facing India in general. But I'm actually going to switch, and I'm going to go Mitch Marsh. I'm going to go. I'm going to go the Aussie skipper because
is that just a vibe, or
I think he's been in superb form in recent games. He's won games off his own bat.
Yep.
In the 2020 series just gone.
Yep.
For Australia, and I think he's even though he's the captain, I feel like there's a lot of pressure taken off him now because he's not worried about getting back into the Australian lineup for the Test squad, where
he can just sort of chill
every
out
Aussie wants. He can chill out. He can have fun. He can play his cricket and. Yeah, I just think in Perth as well, home deck for him.
Yeah,
he'll get off to a good start and then take away the best batter of the series. But
ooh, I love that.
Are you going an Aussie or are you going the dark side?
I'm going the man, the Shub man. We're bringing it back. Shubman Gill leading the way.
Not Jarrell.
I don't think Jarrell will play, unfortunately. But Shubman Gill, I just think he exudes class. I think the only bowler that might cause him a bit of headaches, like in the Test series, was Stark.
Yeah.
But at the same time, Stark can be a little bit expensive. We love that about Starkey because he picks up the wickets. But I think Gill can maybe just win that battle and take care of the other bowlers, no worries, and maybe make a couple of centuries, two centuries.
I'll actually it'll be really fun to see Nathan Ellis bowl to him.
I really rate Nathan Ellis.
Because we're like, everyone's talked, he's been in the squad for a while now, he's been in the squad for a few years.
Yeah.
And I just want to see him play a bowl against the best batsman in the world and see how he stacks up. And Shubman Gill was definitely one of those.
Yeah, absolutely. Who's your bowling pick, Marcus?
Well, I'm going a little bit left of field here. I'm going to go Kuldeep Yadav.
Okay.
I just think spin can play a part in the second and third ODI in particular. I don't expect him to rack up a lot of wickets in Perth, obviously.
Yep.
But in the last two games, I reckon he'll take the bulk of his wickets, most of those being in Sydney. And because I do think India are going to win the series, they'll therefore take more wickets. Therefore, Kuldeep Yadav been coming to play.
He's a bit of a slippery bowler, isn't he? Like
He
he
is.
can get hit a little bit, but he's got a great wrong'un.
Yep.
Like the way he flights it in is really tempting for the batsman. A few caught out on the rope, I reckon.
100%. I think there's a lot of Australian batsmen here who could get tempted into that big shot. You're looking at the like of Moose Owen.
Cam Green.
Cam Green you can definitely get
Head will
thrown
definitely be
away.
going
Head,
after him.
Marsh loves to hit a ball
Matt
hard.
Short will go after him.
Ben Dwarshuis as well. And Cooper Connolly loves to, stamp his authority early in his innings. So I think there's wickets on offer there for Kuldeep.
Don't mind it. I'm going an Aussie in this one. I'm going Josh Hazlewood, your man, Marcus. Just line and length.
I love Josh Hazlewood.
I just think the Aussie bowlers might be a little bit on the expensive side just with that India batting lineup. And I think Hazlewood's one that can keep it together.
Yep.
Know how to create a dot ball when you need to, create a few dot balls in and over, maybe not necessarily jag a wicket, but build the pressure so the guy at the other end can jag the wicket.
Yeah, economically, he's such a great bowler.
He's a fantastic bowler.
Honestly, he goes Sydney Sweeney, Tate McRae, Josh Hazlewood above the screen.
I'll let the audience know what Marcus is ranking them on there.
Yeah, chuck a like on this video if you love Josh Hazlewood.
All right, and Sydney Sweeney and Tate McRae, you'll be liking it then.
Absolutely.
Is that it though? Is that stumps, Marcus?
That's it. I like this little. Without Liam, it was a little vibe on the same couch.
With Liam, it's not a vibe.
No cameras. With Liam, not a vibe.
With Liam, he forces us to do this.
We love that, man.
Look, we'll do this show to wrap up the ODI series and preview the T20 series, so stay tuned for that. Get around this show, though. Give us a subscribe if you're watching and you haven't already. What are you doing?
I know.
Just get around it.
Come on, we're getting to that 4K. We want to hit it before the Ashes starts. And there's going to be, like you mentioned, the socials are going to be absolutely ramped to the brim throughout this series, the whole India tour, and heading into the Ashes.
Yes, stay tuned for the Ashes because it's going to be massive. But give us a like on YouTube. Ding the bell as well. Is that what they say? Ding the bell?
Ding the bell. Ring the notification
ring the
bell.
notifications bell
Do you
on
ring a
YouTube.
bell? Like, you do ring a bell.
You ring a bell, yeah.
You ring a doorbell, but you don't ring a bell.
Interesting. That's a conspiracy.
Let us know your conspiracy theories in the comments.
Also, check out the socials as well, as I mentioned at the top of the show. Cricket Today AU. Thank you, Marcus, for coming on.
Oh, thanks, Leo. Did a very good job hosting, if I might say.
Oh, thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Well done.
That's another app for Cricket Today done. So we'll see you soon.